I'm Dr. S. Anbuselvi. I am going to deliver a lecture on first aid. It belongs to the industrial safety engineering. I am going to deliver a lecture on industrial safety engineering. Okay, so industrial safety engineering, the main important is the part is the first aid. Okay, so the first aid, it is very common to all the peoples, those who are having the knowledge on that. We must self protect ourselves. Any accident or burns or anything has happened to that, we must save the life. Okay, in a home or any place that we can use the first aid. Okay, so the what is the called as the first aid means the first aid. It has the principles and method. The first aid is the prompt and temporary care extended to the victim of an accident or sudden illness. So its aim is to preserve its life, assist recovery, prevent aggravation of the conditions until the services of the medical expert can be obtained or during the shift of the victim to the hospital in the immediate vicinity. The first aid was first originated by SMAT of Germany at the time of the Franco-Persian War. During the war time, in order to help the wounded soldiers, okay, save the wounded soldiers. So they have formed a committee. That committee is called as the British Red Cross Society. It has popularized the principles of this using the first aid all over the world that time. Okay, so this is the first thing is it is come under that. And the next one category, it is the scope. Okay, so scope, if you are taken that is of a scope, it determines the nature of a case requiring attention, intelligent, efficient action, diagnosis, followed by the treatment suited to the circumstances under the medical and available. Okay, so then arrange it for the quiet disposal of the casualty to his home or the hospital. Okay, so diagnosis. Okay, so what a diagnosis, we have taken care of the history, because anything has happened to that, we can now find out the history, right? History, symptoms, and the sign of the patient. The history of concern information about the cause of the accident, followed by the symptoms like a shiver, faintness, nausea, pain, etc. The sign are congestion, swelling, deformity, and pallor, etc. So any sign symptoms is there, we have to monitor that. That is the called as a scope. Okay, now enter into that is of a category, that is of a second one. It is called first aider. So the first aider must quality respond to the calls of the assistant, and saving of a life depend on the promptness of the action. So the calm and methodological approach to the patient is required, and the pain and the distress will be relieved if the quick care and the treatment are afforded. Too much of time should not be spent in long and elaborate examination by the first aider. So the first aider means the person who is willing to help it, that is called as the first aider. The first aider must have the materials. Okay, so the first aid material must be kept ready and used without any delay in that. Okay, so this is, and then next thing is what is the objectives or the guidelines or the principles of using this first aid. So the key guiding principles and the purpose of the first aid is often given in that is of a 3Ps, 3 principles or 3 cares it is given. So what are they? Means 3 points that only govern undertaken by the first aider. So the first one is the prevent. Prevent means a further injury. And the second one, it is the preserve. So the preserve the life. Okay. And the third one is the called as the promote the recovery. Okay. So these three are there. And the philosophy of the first aid. So what is the philosophy of the first aid? Always that is the mind should be keep it in that of helping to others. Okay, so in the pre-hospital setting, the key contribution to the main role is the survival and recovery from the illness and injury or to the or prompt and effective maintenance of the body's primary functions. So what are the primary functions? There are 4 things are the body primary functions. So what are means? They are airway, breathing, circulation, the bleeding control. So, okay, so bleeding control, it is the life-threatening process. Okay, so these things are there. And the golden rules of this first aid. What are the golden rules of the first aid means? Two first things, first quickly without panic. You are not having any fear on that. If you are having a fear or stress on that, automatically you cannot do anything. So do the first thing first and then quickly also do it without panic. And give artificial respiration if the breathing has stopped. Every second is a count. And stop any bleeding and treat for the shock by moving casualty as the little as a possible and holding him gently. Do the minimum that is essential to save the life and preserve the conditions. Okay, so the what condition it is going on, you have to prevent the condition from worst condition. You always keep it in that mind, the situation to be not to be worst. And reassure the casualty to listen the anxiety and arrange for the removal of the casualty to the care of the doctor or the hospital. And then now we are coming to one by one. What are the first aid for the different type of the accident or anything has happened, that different category we are coming there. The first one is the wound and hemorrhage. Okay, so hemorrhage means blood clotting, and the wound or accident or anything has happened, that wound is occur. So wound is a break in the continuity of the body tissues and permit the escape of the blood. The blood has come out continuously. And the entrance of the disease producing the germs into the body system. So therefore, the wound can be classified as incist wound due to cut by the short instrument, and then lacinated wound with the form and irregular edges and caused by either by machinery or a class of animals. It is that is called as lacerated wound. And then contused wound means it is caused by the blow of the blunt instrument or crushing industry. The crushing is possible. And the punctured wound, it is caused by the stabling with the knife or the needle, and it is a deep in nature. So now the rules for the first aid treatment for wounds and hemorrhage. What are the first aid rules means? Place the casualty, the particular affected person, in a proper position, suitable position, such as the blood is escaped from the wound, the wound is the least. If the wound is least. If it is less, the patient should be lie down. And if it is having elevate the bleeding part, and except in case of the fractured limbs. Okay, elevate the living part. And then another one, do not remove any blood clot already formed. Okay, remove carefully and have any foreign body visible with the clean dressing. Apply and maintain pressure with a clean pad so that the blood flow with the lesser amount. Apply the sterile, the component, it should be the sterile, and it should be the pad or the bandage, and immobilize the injured part. The injured part cannot be moved. Okay, so it cannot be moved so that the blood flow will be slowly to stop it. Okay, and then next you are coming to that is of a shock. Okay, so the shock condition, it is the condition of a severe depression of the vital functions. So the circulatory system may be temporarily weak or totally fail. If it is severely varies, it is a common cause for a death because a shock immediately it has occurred. So death following that is of a severe injuries. The shock may develop immediately or may be delayed in that. So these case, if you are taken that the loss of the whole blood or the plasma from the circulation is the important causes of the shock. In the case of a burn or injury, there can be a considerable the loss of the plasma into the tissues. There are two types of the shock, namely as are called as the nerve shock or the established shock. Okay, so now they're coming to the category of what are the signs and the symptoms of the shock. It may be vary from the transient attack of a faintness to the state of the collapse. So what are the giddiness? The first symptom is the shock is giddiness, and then have the coldness, nausea, and then pala and slow pulse. The pulse lead to become the weak or the rapid. If it is weak or rapid, immediately it shows indicate that is of a shock. And then vomiting and unconsciousness. A final stages, it is unconscious. So this is a general sign and the symptom. Now the treatment of the first aid for the shock, the reassure the patient. Reassure means what condition the patient is there. And then so if the patient is having a consciousness, lay him on his back with the head low and turn to one side unless there is an injury in the head or abdomen or the chest, when the hand and the shoulders should be slightly raised and supported. The next point is the loosening a clothing about the neck, the chest and the waist. If the thirst is there, water, if a water feeling, the water thirstiness is there, now they give the sips of water, tea and not alcohol. The main thing is the cloth should be loosened about there because aeration is important, and do not apply the heat or the friction to the limbs. In the severe bleeding, do not give any liquid beverages by the mouth. Take them to the hospital quickly. That is the very important in that case of the first aid case. Okay, and the next thing is the respiration. It is a very common thing. The respiration or a breathing is the process by which the tissues or organ of the body are supplied with what? The supplied with the oxygen. So what is the process? Input of oxygen and output of the carbon dioxide. Then only we are living that, which is essential for our life and functioning. So which organ is it is involved in the respiration means lungs. Okay. So the anything which interfere with the respiration produces asphyxia, and it call it from for intercellular attentions. So what are the causes for that? Means the fluid is present in air passage as in the drowning. Entry of the harmful gases or fumes like sugar, coal gas, ammonia, vapor, chlorine, nitrogen, exhaust fumes or the vehicles, etc. The foreign bodies present in the air causing the choking of the foot, and artificial teeth present in the foot passage. And compressions of the windpipe by hanging or the strangulation, disease affecting the throat causing swelling, burns, sting, etc. And the paralysis of muscles, because actin and myosin, it involve in muscle contraction and relaxation. So paralysis of muscles and electrical shock, lightning shock, that also causes called as asphyxia. So this is the main important thing is related to the respiration. So how to identify which stage the respiration is affected? So early stages, if it has means first aid is possible. So dizziness or weakness, the person is not able to breathe properly, that is called as a shortness of the breath, rapid pulse, giddiness, and the congestions. Okay, so congestion of a face with the blueness of the cheek and the lips. And the treatment, if you are taken it, the treatment remove the cause of casualty from the cause first. Ensure there is a free passage of air. The air is entering is free in that person can able to respire freely, and apply artificial respiration if it is available, and provide the warmness to that is apply heat to the body. So these are the early signs and symptoms for respiration. And the next thing is very common, that fractures. Okay, so what is the differences between the wounds and the fracture means having a pain is there, right? So the pain are near the seat of the fracture. And then discomfort or a gentle pressure if you apply severe pain is there over the affected area. And the next thing is injured parts cannot be moved normally. The limb may be a unnatural position. Okay, so the person cannot able to move, that pain is there. Okay, so the limb may be in the unnatural position, irregularity of the bone, and the craftness. The craftness means bony cracking. Maybe the head, the broken sound or felt whenever you are walking, the broken sound or that is of a feeling is there, in that is of a pain. Okay, so these are the important features of the fractures, sign and the symptoms. And then what you are doing that and do not in that is of a fracture case. Check the danger, response, airway, breathing, and the blood circulation of the victim. So these things is we must, everything we have to check it in that. And the next category, if you are taking, always the control the severe bleeding before immobilization of this any fracture. Place the sufficient padding to support the fracture sites or support fracture site. Immobilize the fracture site. Do not force the bones back into the wound. You are not applying more pressure on that. Give the proper padding before the patient is shifted to the hospital. You can give some support and apply the ice pack on the affected area to reduce the pain and control the swelling. Okay, so these are the treat to prevent a shock because the fractures it will happen then. So for this case, the treatment, what you are doing that, do not move the patient until the injured part is immobilized. The part should not be moved. Therefore, you are giving the support, solid support you are given that part. Give a steady support to the injured part using that as of a splint or the bandages. Seek the medical aid immediately or using a stretcher, you can use it there. And the next category, it is the burns and the scale. What is called burn? The burn is caused either by that is a thing burn happen in that skin, right? So caused by the fire, a piece of hot material or exposure to the sun. By contact with a high tension, the electric current or the lightning. Due to the friction, by contact with the resolving wheel or a fast moving rope or the belt or wire. And then another thing, chemicals. Okay, that also causes the burns. What are the chemicals means? The corrosive chemicals like acid, alkalis, phenols, and it is called as a chemical burns. And the scald, what is it called as a scald means due to the moist heat. First case, it is due to the fire or chemicals, the burn is occur. And the scald means it is caused by the moist heat, such as by boiling water, steam, hot oil, or a tar, hot liquid spray, thus etc. And then next thing is, what are the things as you do and do not? Immediately immerse the burnt area in a cool water or by applying a cloth soaked in the cool water. Remove the jewelry and constrict clothing before you are going to do that as of a things. And cover the area with a dry and the sterile dressing and not a cotton or other fluffy material. Drop, cover and roll. If you catch the fire or over the person with the blanket, you can immediately you can wrap it because oxygen completely it is blocked, it cannot catch the fire. So what are the things needed to catch the fire? Oxygen and the fuel, right? Oxygen. Three important components are present in that is of catching the fire. The oxygen. Okay, so oxygen, fuel and energy. So the heat. So these things is it has happened that. And the next thing is don't you are doing that means don't place the burn under the extreme water pressure and don't remove the cloth that is sticky to the burnt area. Don't apply the butter, ointment, oil or ice in the affected areas. And then you can see that because the skin is totally it is affected, right? So different stages are there. 3 stages are that our skin is covered with the 3 layers. Muscle is there and then subcutaneous and then have that as of a dermis and epidermis. So these are layers. So the first degree burn means that is called as superficial and a partial thickness it is the second degree burn. full thickness completely damaged. So cover all the burn with the dust of a sterile bandage. And the next thing is, what should we do? The burns and the scale means remove any jewelry, apply the sterile dressing or cling film, and treat the casualty for the shock if necessary, seek the medical help if necessary, and cold running water for 10 minutes in the minimum if it is the case is depending on the burns. Okay, so this case. And the effect of burn or the scald is the same. There may be a reddening of a skin, the blister formation. After that is of a burn, the redness of the skin, blister formation, and destruction of the deeper tissues of the skin. And the pain will be severe. The loss of plasma present in the burn area, there is a danger of the septic infection. When the person cloth catches the fire, approach him holding a rug or a blanket, wrap it him, and then you can lay him flat down and then some smoother the flame. Okay, blanket means oxygen supply is not there. And the treatment, if you are taken that, avoid holding the affected area more than that is necessary. Do not apply any ointment, lotions yourself. Do not remove the burnt cloth, stick it to the burnt skins, and do not break the blister. Cover the area with a dry, sterile dressing. Immobilize the affected area by the suitable means and treat for the shock. And the burns by corrosive chemicals means what you are doing that corrosive chemicals, the burns are the means that case we are not applying the dust of a blanket or anything. So flood the areas with a large amount of the cold water. If it is burned, it is caused by using acids. If in labs and all the case you are using the acids. If it has acid or it burns on your skin, automatically you can pour the diluted baking soda, apply on it. Okay, so and the next category, it is unconsciousness. So unconsciousness, two stages are there. So that is called confusion. It is a condition of widespread disturbance of a function of a brain due to the spinal or any head injury it has occurred. And that cases it is called as confusion. And the next one is called as compression. So compression means in this condition, due to the actual pressure on some part of the brain within the skull due to the blood clot or the bone fracture. So bone fracture or a blood clot, it has occurred in the skin. So that is the cases, it is called as compression. And the sign and the symptoms, the unconscious is followed by the period of a sober. Face is a flush and the breathing is very difficult. It has a noisy sound has come and the pulse is very low. Okay, and the body and the heat temperature may be raised. Okay, so the pupils of the eye become unequal and dilated. The paralysis of one side of the body is because the brain is related to the functioning of our hand and limbs. So paralysis that is occur in that is of one side of the body may be present in that. And the treatment, if you are taken that, place a casualty in a cool and airy place. Give the cold salted water, 4 grams in 400 cc of water, and watch carefully and send for a medical aid immediately. So these are the important cases. Unconsciousness means you are not doing anything. And the next category, it is poison. The poison means mistakenly taken by the mouth. It is a dangerous one. For injected the poison, send for the medical aid means the case is conscious or unconscious. If the case is unconsciousness means place him head turn to one side of the ground and give artificial respiration if breathing is feasible. If it has come out, you can artificial respiration, mouth to mouth respiration you are given. For other type of poison, induce the vomiting sensation, antidotes may be activated and egg white, milk, buttermilk or diluted in water, we have to give it there. Okay, so this is the thing. And the next category, the common one, it is a snake bite, and most of the snakes are harmless. And the snake bites are generally occur on the limbs and most often on the legs. Always assume that a bite to be from the venomous snake. Suspecting that is of a snake bite must be treated with that is of a pressure and immobilizable bandage. The blood flow cannot move from the poisonous compound, cannot interact with the blood. Okay, so what is the do you are doing that? Keep the bitten limb below the level of the heart and always that is below. Allow the affected area to bleed freely for 15 to 30 seconds. Okay, so bleed it, whatever it has come out. If the bite is on the limb, apply the firm roller bandage 2 inches away from the wound and wrap it there. And wash the affected area with the soap and disinfect the area. The bandage should be loose enough for a finger to slip through. Constantly check the airway, breathing, and blood circulation. And start that is of a resuscitation if it is needed, but see to be that there are no wounds in the mouth. Okay, and then suck it out, but do not swallow. Okay, split the venom out. Rinse your mouth afterwards. You can suck it with the dust of your mouth. You cannot, do not swallow. That is very important. Shift the patient immediately to the hospital and see to that a person is at the rest during the transport. Watching that what condition it is that you have to watch it there. Instruct the person to avoid all the movement on the area affected. Okay, so this is the thing. So first thing is what you are doing, wind the bandage firmly around the tusk of a bitten arm or a leg. Starting from the bite, you can wrap it there. Wrap the entire limb, then apply the splint to prevent the movement. Keep the victim still it is possible. Do not remove the bandage. Seek the medical attention as soon as possible. And for the swallowed patient, if a casualty is conscious or unconscious. If a conscious means you give the salt of water, the salt water, the water contains the salt, it causes vomiting. For acids, do not make the casualty vomiting and give the plenty of water with the milk of magnesia. Case of acid means neutralization. For alkali poison means do not induce the vomiting. So give the 2 tablespoons of orange or a lemon juice. For a disinfectant, do not make him vomit. Give the 2 tablespoons of Epsom salt in 2 tumblers of waters. So depending on the case, it is varied. An action plan. So action plan is the vital aid to the first aider in assisting whether the victim has an life-threatening conditions immediately if you need that as of a first aid. So what are they means? The check for the danger means to you, to others and to victim. And R means a response. What is the condition of the victim, whether consciousness or unconsciousness? Depending on that, all the factors we are seeing that. So here the first case, it is a consciousness or unconscious. Depending on that only, we are going to give the first aid. And check the airway. Is the airway is clear of object? Is the airway is open or not? And check for your breathing. If the chest is rising or falling, can you hear the victim as a breathing or not? Can you feel the breath on your cheek? You can put it there and then hear it or not. And check for circulation. Can you feel the pulse? Can you see any obvious sign of life? These things as we have to check it there. So what are the ways we have to check it means? Danger means, are you of the casualty present in which condition? It is a danger or in it is a safe, approach the casualty. And does the casualty respond? Whatever commands you are given it, the person is a respond or not. If you are having a gently shake or whether you have the consciousness or not, that is the response you are taken. And airway means the casualty does not respond. Open the airway put one hand on the forehead, 2 fingers on the jaw, and tilt their head back and forth, whistle them lifting their chin. Okay, for try to make the consciousness. And the breathing, the last one. Look, listen, feel for your breathing. If the casualty is unconscious and breathing is normality, put them into the recovery position. Check for the injuries or dial it for the ambulance. Okay, and then so what are the post recovery system means? Send one arm, keep the legs straight. Okay, place back of the victim hand against the cheek and hold the victim head against the cheek to support. Okay, the respiration problem. Hand support hand and the bend the knee, prevent the rolling. Okay, give the stability. So these things as we have to give them. And then bleeding means anything it has come out, right? Cuts, scrapes, puncture can result in the bleeding. So severe bleeding can be the life-threatening. To stop the of a bleeding, to restore means direct pressure, elevation, lie the victim down and raise the injured part above the heart and handle gently if you suspect the fracture. The blood get thicker after the bleeding for a few minutes. This is the called as the clotting of a blood. The clotting means the allowed to that is of a to clot using that is of a thrombin. It has the protein present in that. It is involved in the blood clotting. Blood clotting normal mechanism. The clotting slow down only what happened? Bleeding. Bandaging is done to stop the bleeding and to stop the dirt infecting the wound. Change the bandage at least once a day, and the TT injection, right? Tetanus injection, tetanus injection need to be taken injured people. And for warning, if the bleeding from the limb do not stop or does not stop, apply the pressure with the hand to pressure point, then automatically the bleeding is stopped. If the embedded object is in the wound, apply the pressure either the side of the wound, place the pad around it before bandaging, and then wear the gloves if it is possible to guard against infection. If the victim has become unconscious, we can follow the DRAPC. That is the rules are there, right? So, okay. And then bleeding. What does the bleeding means? Apply the direct pressure to the wound. Automatically, you have to stop the bleeding. So elevate means do not further harm. The pressure point means additional pressure may be applied to the pressure point to reduce the bleeding. So it will stop the clotting, stop that as a bleeding. So clotting is occur. And this ice, or you heard about the ice, right? So ice means the word I means apply the cold pack. Do not directly apply the ice onto the skin. Any burns or anything directly, you can do not apply the ice. Apply the ice pack. And then compress. Use elastic or comforting the wrap, not too tight. And E means elevate above the heart level to control the internal bleeding. And then last thing, heat stroke. Okay, it strikes suddenly with a very little warning. When the body cooling system fall, the body temperature rises. This condition is very common. Then it is emergency condition, it occur. The sign is what? The temperature of the body is not a fever. It's a very high, hot and dry. The skin is red with the sweating and the fast pulse rate and the dilated pupils, confusion. Sometimes there may be the loss of consciousness also. So these case, what you are doing that, lower the body temperature by removing or loosening the cloth or the fainting the person. Put the ice pack or a cold compresses to the neck, under the armpits and to the gravid area. Drink the lot of fluids, and those who respire more than should drink a liquid as that is of more fluid. Stay away from the places that are very hot. Okay, and so you all of them know that ORS, right? That is very common to that. Everybody know that. That is ORS, oral rehydration solution. So has been a lifesaver in the case of dehydration. So dehydration, the loss of salt and water in the body. fluids. Okay, so ORG is prepared by dissolving a pinch of salt in a glass of water to taste it the teardrops, like take like a teardrops. Once a tablespoon of sugar added to it. So what is the help of this ORS? They can restoring the the loss of water, fluids in our body, and electrolytes. They all the electrolytes, sodium and chloride. This electrolytes are balanced in our body, and then once again it does rehydrate. And the dog bites. The first aid for the dog biters, main thing is, you know, that this is rabies. Okay, to prevent the rabies, to reduce the risk of infection, to get the medical aid as soon as the possible. To wipe, what are the things you are doing that? Wipe the saliva away from the wound using a clean cloth or handkerchief. Do not come in contact with the saliva that get wiped away. Wash the wound thoroughly with a plenty of soap and water. Cover the wound with a dry, sterile dressing. Get a medical aid or send the patient to the hospital as soon as possible. Otherwise, it causes the take caring of the human being as well as that of a dog. Finally, I come to conclude that there are two types of the first aid kit. What are the components are present in the first aid kit? You know that, right? Cotton wool, adhesive tape, and wrap bandage, right? The sterile dressing, bandage, thermometer, scissors, gloves, soap, pain reliever, antacid, and ORS packets. These are very common. It is there. There are two types of first aid boxes there, A and B. What does A means? That adhesive dressing is there, paper tissues, roll bandages 5 centimeters and 8 centimeter, cotton wool 100 gram packet, measuring glass, and then scissors, safety pins, notebook and pencil, tincture of iodine, and smelling of salt, milk of magnesia. This is present in first aid box A. And first aid box B means the set of splints with the metal connections, bandages, here also scissor and safety pins, assortum, measuring glass, torchlight, notebook, pencil, sterile dressing, cotton wool, glucose powder, smelling salt, and then stretchers, bleachers, blankets, padding, bandages. So these all the things is, it is commercially, it is also available in the market. Whenever the industry or anything, we have to purchase it and then keep it in that. Anything, anytime it has happened that we must know that what are the components present in the first aid box, and we have to make it there. Okay, so this is the main cases we have to see that. So the conditions, depending on the conditions, the first aider must know that what ways we are using the first aid box, and we have to make it there. Okay, thank you so much.